But we have the guest of honor in the building tonight. And he goes by the name of Shirts James, aka Problem Child. So before we put you on, I want to give you an intro, okay? Tell me if you like it or if it's okay? Shirts James.
What?
Shirts James, better known as Johnny Fontaine, the Vincy Bad Boy, or simply Problem Child, was born in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and is now based in Brooklyn, or has been based in Brooklyn for a while. He's an international recording artist, songwriter, music producer, and self-proclaimed fashion alien. Problem Child is a genre-bending force whose music fuses Caribbean American influences with hip-hop and dancehall, all rooted in soca. With massive projects like 2 a.m., Butterfly, Plutonian, and the recent Power Pack, he's consistently pushing boundaries. A multi-time Vincy Mass Road March winner with hits like Party Animal, Madhouse, Never Bow, Carnival Jumbie, and the 2025 favorite hit that's projected to be the next Road March, Frayed Horn, has his influence undeniably. He's collaborated with icons like Beanie Man, Bungie Garlin, Marsha Montano, Patrice Roberts, and I would say Lady Lava's up there too. He's not new to this, but he's definitely true to this. And tonight we proudly welcome to the Watch Table and 19 how long, Mr. Problem Child.
Does he welcome or you want me to tell you if I like the intro?
That's a welcome, and do you like the intro? Which one?
The intro hard. The intro hard.
Thank
hard.
you.
Good night, everybody. The intro real bad.
Thank you.
I didn't even know half of them things. I didn't have time to process half of the things you were saying. I was like, wait, that's true. Wait, that. So it was very informative.
Thank you.
For me as well.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, man.
So I want to put this out here. Here's a fun fact. Fun fact is, you are the very first artist I've ever interviewed in my entire life.
What?
I don't even know if you remember where the first interview took place. You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over Flatbush side, right?
Correct. Okay. Right in the back of that restaurant.
I remember not feeling me back in the restaurant. Yeah,
yes,
I remember.
Yes.
Yeah,
that was my very, very, very first interview. Yeah.
Wow, you reach where you're going, man.
Thank you.
Nice.
So before we leave here tonight, this is a staple question I ask everybody. What are 3 things people must remember Problem Child for by the end of the night?
By the
when
end
they
of the
didn't
night?
know, things that they did not mention here.
Wow, I have no idea. People just always say what they know about me, whether they know it or not. So I have no clue. I don't. That's a good question, but it takes some time to process that to give a proper and adequate answer. And I just don't want to say something just for saying it, because I don't know what people should remember or what they won't remember. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they get to know me a little bit better as opposed to assuming. Yeah, that would be nice. That should cover a lot. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So are you familiar with the game This or That?
You could get with this or you could get with that one.
Correct.
I'm familiar with this song, but not the game.
Okay, well, I don't think we've ever played This or
No, man,
That.
I did that already. I think I did that already.
Yeah, some
I've done that.
years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
It was like
maybe
2 years ago.
Thank you.
If that.
That's years ago, man.
2 years ago.
But you make it sound like it's
In
19
studio
or gone.
time, that's years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
So we're gonna start.
All right.
Okay, Raga or Power?
Raga or Power? Raga.
Favorite Raga soca?
Favorite Raga soca? I don't have one.
Seriously?
No, I don't have one. I love music. I would never have one.
Yeah.
You can't ask me a question like that. You know, how I gonna pick one favorite song?
All right, give me 3.
Of mine or just totally?
Whatever you want.
G's and H's. I don't know, man.
Past or present? It could be anyone.
Past or present? In terms of our music?
Yeah.
Past or present? Past.
Okay. What's one single moment in the past that you wanna relive?
That I want to relive? Posa playing his acoustic guitar on my porch when I was just like a toddler.
Wow.
Singing a song before it was even recorded, and then he went road march with the song.
Wow. That's a good memory.
Yeah.
This is a creature. It's not even it flies.
That's Felix.
We gotta call
Felix.
Vincy Mass or Trini Carnival?
Don't do me that.
You have to pick one.
What I gonna pick again?
You have to pick
Vincy
one.
Mass.
Okay. Writer or performer?
Huh?
Writer or
Performer
performer?
all the time.
Okay. Nasty lyrics or sexy lyrics?
Nasty lyrics could be sexy and sexy lyrics could be nasty.
Which one you prefer?
Sexy lyrics.
Got you. I like your sexy lyrics, by the way.
Thank you very much. Now you alone.
Be loved or being feared?
Being loved.
Okay. Cocky or confident?
Always confident, never cocky.
Like
Unless
that.
you're talking something else.
No comment. Loud stage fit or a simple set? This
Loud stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I figured because you're a fashion man. Be banned from radio or trending on social media?
I'll pick one.
Yeah.
Trending on social media.
Okay. Mentor or influencer?
Mentor.
Okay. Are you mentoring people as we speak?
All the time.
Got you. Okay. All right. You want to name drop or you just want to keep it quiet?
I don't want to put anybody out there like that because I don't know if they're comfortable with anyone knowing that I'm mentoring them or at least assisting.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I'm here for everybody and anybody who I could help.
Respect that.
Yeah.
So
Who wants, you know what I mean? Because
Uh-huh.
everybody ain't want help, you know what I mean? Everybody don't necessarily want my input, so
going into the audience now.
yeah.
The audience
The
has-
people upstairs hour?
Yeah.
Well,
So Berto asks, giving horn or getting horn?
giving horn. Because I don't care if you have a man.
We're going to get into that just now. Cordell says you mentor him.
I know what Cordell is a boss on his own light. I don't know about that.
Tell me about it. Tell me about
Yes,
it.
sir.
I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Do you have any questions or you want to close off this?
That
or
man
that?
know me like the back of the hand. They ain't no question to ask me. That's my boys and them. Y'all don't bring strangers here to ask me questions if you want them to ask me anything.
Yeah, that point.
He does have a point.
Yeah, these are the guys.
All right.
If you're in Vinci morning to morning, June 28th, 4 a.m. to 10 in the morning.
We didn't get to that. I was getting to that.
Well, me, you know.
We gonna get into it.
Taking
Okay.
my free ads right now.
There's another one here that Bertel asks, would you prefer jab or pretty mass?
Well, jab is not really my culture, you know, but so I accustomed to pretty mass, but it's no disrespect to jab, so I had to just pick what I'm familiar with or what is native to my island, which is pretty mass. But I love jab, but if I had to pick one, I would pick the pretty mass.
Pretty mass?
Yeah.
Touch our black sand.
Touch our black sun. Let me see. Touch our black sun. Touch our black sun. Touch. Oh, jeez. That.
It's a hard one.
Touch our black sun. Jeez and ages,
You
boy.
pull some research for this one, man.
Wait. Touch our black sun. I go in touch.
What's your favorite touch song?
Oh, God. This who sang Man Can't Take But.
They did.
All right.
I don't remember which one, but I know they did definitely.
Marco. That's them
Michael
too.
Faso, yeah.
I get him all actual memories of the songs that they sang. So I guess I picked it.
Okay.
No disrespect to Black Sam. Black Sam was a great band as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Poser or
Poser.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go into it. I'm gonna close off this or that.
No matter who you put up against Poser.
That's it, that's
you put
it.
him up against Michael Jackson, it's still Poser.
Okay, I respect that. So your lyricism is sharp. Do you write your lyrics in one go or you revisit it over and over again?
It don't have no formula to it, and it's just however God sent it to me.
Okay.
You understand? Sometimes it might be just like Holiday was written in 15 minutes, unrecorded by the way. In 15 minutes, it was just flowing. Party Animal is actually a demo meant for somebody else to sing, and they just finally like how I sung with it, and they just put it out. I had no clue. Sometimes the beat is a little bit more challenging, or sometimes the subject matter is a little bit more challenging where I'm not versed in it, so I have to be cautious of what I say so as not to put the wrong information into the lyrics. Then you have to actually sit down and make sure what you're saying makes sense. Sometimes it's something that I know a lot about, like women. You know what I mean? And I could just write that real quick. I ain't saying I know plenty about women, you know, just using an example.
No, I just like how he slid that in there, right there.
They usually do.
Who was the first person to tell you, yo, you have something special?
That went over her head, right?
No, I was ignoring it on purpose. So, who was the first person to tell you, yo, you have something special?
Something special? Nobody ever really told me that, you know, to be honest, you know. Nobody ever really told me that. I just personally just love music and just really stuck with it. You know, the first bit of advice I've ever gotten was from Iowa George. And if you want to know what that is, he told me that, you know, be a little bit more pleasant to the audience on stage, smile a little bit more, because I was coming from dancehall, bad man thing. So, you know, when I singing about love and thing, is like vex face and screw face thing on this. You understand what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, you're doing soca music, it's a happy music, you know, try to portray that a little bit more. And I was like, you know, that makes sense. And it took me a while to get it, you know. So, but in terms of like telling me like, yeah, you're really special or you're really good at this or whatever the case, I never really had that per se. I mean, people's response to my music kind of like showed me that, you know, you're decent at it at least here and there. So, you know, but because it's something I love so much, I just kind of just stuck with it.
So you've had a very extensive run with music so far. What was some of your driving forces to continue and just keep going?
Just the general love for it, man. I love music. I mean, no matter what I did for a living, if it wasn't music, I would still be doing music as a hobby. You know, everybody just had a little thing, man. Just walk in and go sweat, play a little basketball, soccer, something. That would have been music for me. So it's just a genuine love. I just really love music, and I think I get it from my mother and father because they both, well, rest in peace, Dad. But was a lover of music, and my mom. I noticed that we have a similar habit that if a beat is playing and it doesn't have to belong to any particular genre, but if there's a beat, she's always tapping her feet, her hands, or bobbing her head to it, no matter what it is, without realizing that she's doing it. You know, so it might be, you know, something that I just got honestly, but I just love music, man. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go into competition now. Competitions like Soca Monarch, how do you truly feel about it? Like, do you feel it's necessary for the culture, or do you feel it demoralizes an artist?
It could work. It could work in so many different regards, man. Because I mean, if you're looking to make a name for yourself and build your brand, it's the perfect platform. You know what I'm saying? If no one offers so and so, and you want to go out there and prove what you could do, whatever the case may be, the Soca Monarch of today. Now, maybe I was naive back then, but I think the Soca Monarch of today is a little bit too. How should I put it, boy? What's the word? Help me with a big word. Now, when something is just like. It's done in a certain regard. It's not like you performing, right? And you have your fans, and your fans will come and stand up when anybody else performing, whether they're good or not.
Bias?
No, I don't know. No, that's they're being biased, but I'm talking about the overall concept of that. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like rehearsed. It's like it's not legit. Like you could have the biggest song in the world, right? And if you're going up against Shandy, and Shandy have 500 people come to root for her.
The favoritism.
You understand what I'm saying? When you performing, they just decide, hey, when he performing, all they don't move. Wait until Shandy going on the stage. And that has happened today. I've seen it happen. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like, what is the point then? If you know what I mean? It's not genuine. It's not even genuine out. You know what I'm saying?
But is it the fault of the competitor, or is it?
I don't know whose fault it is, but it happens.
It does happen.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm saying, does that make it demoralizing for the next artist that can't get the 500 people like this other person?
Well, demoralizing depends on how you feel, because some people mightn't care, and it might break some people's spirit. You know what I'm saying? That like, wow, man, imagine I up here with this, and them people, because I ain't their favorite, or they ain't come from the village I come from, they could just stand up and watch me. You understand? So it depends on how that it affects that person. It might affect a different person a different way. Somebody might be like, I ain't care. But somebody might be like, nah, boy, this is not for me if this is how it is. You know what I mean? But it's definitely a great platform if you want to make a name for yourself. If you feel like you could win people over, you know, people might not have heard of you before, and you might have performed very well. You might have placed in the competition or whatever. And now everybody's like, this is the youth man who do so and so, or you know what I'm saying? So it works both ways.
So for those people, let's say, who applied but didn't get through for the competition, what's the best advice you would give them? Especially if they know they have a good song, but it just didn't make the cut.
Bro, a competition shouldn't make or break you if you love music. You understand? I never win a Soca Monarch. You know what I mean? I'm very happy with where I am today in music. So if you're gonna get broken by submitting a song and not making it, then you're in the wrong field. You understand? Because you're gonna face a lot more trials and a lot more tribulations than just that. I still facing them to this day. It might not be anything personal. It might not be anything malicious. It might not be anything that, you know what I mean? It might be as simple as expecting a mix by Monday and something happened to the engineer's equipment and I can't get it back by Monday and I had to wait. It's still a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Music is difficult and music is very selfish and it works in your favor when it chooses to do so. So if you submit a song for Soca Monarch and you didn't get picked, who knows why? Maybe you're too good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're too advanced for the listeners of who were picking. You understand what I'm saying? The songs, like they might not get it. You might be light years ahead. And then in like 15 years, what you're doing now is what people could be gravitating to. Maybe you could be too good. So you can't let nothing break your spirit when you're doing music. You have to be you and just push through. Yeah, man.
I hope y'all listen, guys.
That must be the problem sometimes, the willingness to listen.
Truth.
Yeah.
And as a person who's mentoring, I'm sure you experience that a lot of times.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, no, I can't be mad at anybody because at one point, I mean, we all were stubborn at some point in our life. We go through that stage. Everybody does be a little bit stubborn. You know what I mean? Daddy Pele invented to make younger people or people who need to listen, make them listen to the people who have the advice. When they invent that, the world will be a better place.
Factual. I agree with that.
Because some people need the advice and don't know they need it.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? You do better when you are willing to receive knowledge from the people who have the knowledge. It's only common sense. If you tell me, problem, if you go outside and turn left, then you spin around 3 times, they will find $1 million. And you know that for a fact, no matter how silly it sounds. If I'm not willing to listen to you, I will never find that 3 million.
Absolutely.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes the advice don't even always sound right or sounds like it should be coming from the right person. But hey, it doesn't take anything to listen and try it. Yeah.
Agreed.
So how do you stay true to Vincy roots while still pushing the global soca sound around?
Spirituality. You know what I mean? I'm very grounded in Vincy. You know what I mean? Very proud to be a Vincy. And like the perspective that I take, like I'm very visual spiritually. It's like I see things like what I'm writing and when I'm creating, and the first place I see is Vincy.
Okay.
I always like write with a reaction in mind, and I always visualize Vincy. You know what I'm saying? So I have some very, very vivid memories of my childhood that I hold on to. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a place nice, so it's not very difficult. You know what I mean? It's not like I have horrible experiences from living back home or whatever. I didn't have it all put together. You know what I mean? In any regard, whether financially, socially. You know what I'm saying? I was a very shy kid. But I still have some very vivid memories, you know what I mean? So, Vincy is the best place in the world for me, you know. You understand? I happen to be out here and being out here, I've learned a lot in terms of how to relay messages and articulate and build. And I'm proud to say, like, when I doing this thing, where you from? I'm from St. Vincent, the Grenadines. I mean, just feel good, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's not expected. Yeah.
And when you first bust, did people think you were from Trinidad, Jamaica, someplace else, or they knew automatically straight?
I mean, well, the problem, child, is the Vincy bad boy, so.
Yeah. Enough said.
It's in my name. They didn't really have a choice but to know. You understand?
So, with you mentioning your name, there was a question in the audience that I personally always wanted to know this question too. Mash asked, where did Johnny Fontaine come from?
I wanted to ask that too.
Johnny Fontaine. I mean, no artist say have no one name. You understand what I'm saying? The established one, them have a couple of names. Well, Johnny Fontaine basically is a character in the movie The Godfather. He was well connected to the underworld, if you know my past. You understand what I'm saying? His friends weren't always walking the straight and narrow. You understand? He mixed up in a couple of things here and there. He was an artist. You understand? He always socialized with those type of people. The ladies loved him. You understand what I'm saying? He was well put together, well dressed, not a bad looking person. And they're saying you couldn't mess with him because of who he's connected to. And I was like, holy smokes. At the time, in my opinion, you know what I mean, or at least in my mind, I was like, wait, that's me. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where it came from. And I was tempted to change my name from Problem Child to actually Johnny Fontaine at one point because of the movie vibes. And every time you will Google it, it would be harder to find me. But then I turned it into a challenge. I was like, nah, I'm going to make it where when you search Problem Child, I'm going to try and compete with the movie. So that was more of a drive. You understand? It put more drive before me. Like what Pitbull said, Pitbull the artist. I don't know if it's true. He said if you type in Pitbull in the Google search bar right now, he just pop up before the dog.
I'm gonna do that again.
So-
no, for you, you're neck and neck with the movie. So like,
yeah,
it's up there. Before it used to be just the movie would come up.
Right.
So now I'm seeing more of you. So it's getting there.
Yeah,
It's getting there.
Yeah,
he does.
He pop up before the dog?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
Yo, if the man pop up before the, you know how crazy that is?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's-
baby pictures too.
He's not even enough. Bro.
Baby pictures.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's your goal?
No, I wouldn't say it's my goal, but it put drive in me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause that was gonna be my next question. Are you gonna change your name anytime soon?
Nah.
Is it gonna be a symbol like Prince did?
Nah, problem is a problem, is
Okay.
it, man? That's
Okay.
it.
I mean, honestly, at first, why I always wanted to ask, because me in my younger days being ignorant,
You thought that was
I
real
thought that was
name?
the actual name. Yeah.
Good man, good.
Yeah, I
You
thought
know,
it was the actual
I
name.
thrive on privacy a lot too, man. So when a lot of people thought that was my name, instead of having to explain why your name Shirts, how you spell that, and this long story thing, yeah, Johnny Fontaine, yeah.
It wasn't until I got an email blast and I see Shirts. I said, what the hell is Shirts? His name was Johnny Fontaine.
Yeah, a lot of people think so. A lot of people still think so too.
I was gonna say there was a bio that actually has your name
Yeah,
as
I know.
Johnny
I
Fontaine
don't even know who write that.
and said you were from Trinidad. I was like, what? That came up in one of the bios that I looked up. I was like, what?
Wow.
Do you
Yeah.
get caught up in that whole mix-up as well?
Which mix up is
I
that?
think I've seen that before, but there's always a big mix-up between Trinidad artists and particular Vincentian artists, and they always get you guys mixed up because of a very similar feature.
Oh, I think
Skin
I get it.
tone
I
and
know it.
dreads
I know
and-
it's the three of them.
Oh, ain't no three of them. It
Nah.
ain't no big three. It's just big me. Nah, sorry. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Nah, it used to happen a lot more. It don't happen so much anymore to me anymore.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, I don't know why. I guess I know hard work, perseverance, standing out, trying to, a little bit different image wise, you know. Which again, I always try to turn things like that into a positive and a challenge, and it works. Challenges. If you're a strong person, challenges always work in your favor because it makes you work harder. Because when I saw that happen, and I was like, nah, I gotta stop this from happening. People are gonna know who Problem Child is, as opposed to anybody else. No disrespect to anybody else, of course, but I am who I am, and they are who they are. So it made me work harder, but it used to happen a lot, and it's to a point when people used to say, can I get a picture? I used to ask them, who am I? And if they didn't know who I wasn't taking the picture.
Oh, wow.
And in the early, no, because how you gonna want a picture with me and you don't know who I am?
It's
You
true.
understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
But lately, I used to win because they used to say the wrong name in the earlies, and the last 3 years or so, maybe even 4 years, I would say post-pandemic. From the pandemic coming forward, every time I asked that, they used to get it right. So I just stopped asking and assuming they know who they are. They know who I am, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
So it don't happen no more like that. Hardly ever.
Fair.
Well, let me tell you, I was just doing my hair, right? Because I'm flying out, and my head full of shampoo, and again, my hair wash, and it's 4 people in there, 3 beauticians, 2 beauticians, sorry, a young lady getting her hair done, and myself and everything, and they talking, and we talking all kind of thing. And when somebody say, but problem so and so, and she said, problem who? Bro, when they told her it's Problem Child, right? The girl jump up out the chair and start to record me and scream down the place. Now, the thing is, it's not to saying it's to gloat. It's like, yo, my head full of shampoo. Why are you you're recording me? And they had to tell her, yo, you can't post that. She was like, why? I'm like, the man getting here, wash, he head full of shampoo.
That's the excitement. That's
But
her idol.
To me, but no, I don't think so, because you would have noticed me. I would be sitting down there talking whole night.
But that's the problem with soca, though. I think a lot of people don't recognize who the artist is, match the name and the face with the music. They just know the music.
As yet, it's getting there.
I think so.
I think it's more so people will have this starstruck mentality.
That
They
too.
don't expect most celebrities or famous people
Bro,
to
I
be
don't
To be
even-
right, yeah.
You know, but the fact of the matter is, I mean, I only now starting to get accustomed to the fact that I don't even like to be called like a celebrity, because I'm such a man of the people, a grounds youth. You know, I'm very rootsy and very earthy and very grounded. You know what I'm saying? So to call myself like a star, to me, just kind of feel like weird, like, you know what I mean? It's hard to accept at times.
It might be weird, but you just say a woman just start to ball along the hair salon and she realize she sit down next to you.
What your shampoo in the
I
hair?
don't get that in the barbershop.
And I was like, what the heck is going on? Because I not, you know what I mean? When it happens, I just don't be looking for that. I just go any and anywhere. I don't even thinking about it. Problem child. You understand? I just go, you know, put my pants on one leg at a time like everybody else. So it's maybe while I'm on stage, the persona of the problem child does come into play. But once I come off, I come back down to shirts. You understand? So when somebody recognize me and I'm being shirts and they see in problem child, it's kind of catch me off guard. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I want to go into your promotional hat now. We're shifting gears from music into promotion. So I want to say, while we're talking about Vincy Mass, there's an event that you have going on that you mentioned before. Can you just tell us, you know, walk us through how did you come up with the concept of Morning to Morning?
Well, Morning to Morning is something that exists already. My family, them just have it. You know what I mean? My cousins, them, they have it in New York. And I think they didn't have it for a couple of years. And they told me they wanted to do it in Vincy. And when they told me the plan that they had and the layout, but they hadn't been home in such a long time, to me, they had great ideas, but I don't think they were grounded enough in terms of Vincy and what Vincy people would like. And I was like, bro, all you need help with this. Let me see if I could find somebody to help all you who into promotion, because that's not my hat. You understand what I'm saying?
Got it.
So I couldn't find anybody to really tap in with them on a personal level, who will really put their best interest at heart as well. And they asked me to help. I was like, you know what? Let me just help all you. So it's just something that I kind of jump into, having a little bit more knowledge of the island than they would, because they haven't been home doing anything like this in such a. One of them ain't been home in about 30 years, bro.
Oh my God.
So, you know what I mean? And so yeah, so that's how that came about. And I just kind of like, you know, I don't want to say took control, but I just kind of like, you know, stepped in and did what I could do. I am doing what I can do to assist the event.
So for people who don't know what Morning to Morning is, can you tell us what it's about?
It is a cooler event. It ain't mean you have to be cooler than other people to get in. It's a cooler where you put drinks in a cooler, non-breakable containers. Any kind of alcohol you want to bring is yours. If you want to bring water, anything you want to drink, you want to bring straight away, anything you want to bring, and bring it in the venue. Put it in the put it in the cooler.
Why you gotta walk all the way over there?
Right? Tickets are on sale. If you check my Instagram, I can't remember all the information, because you could get physical tickets on the island, and there's also an Eventbrite link in my Instagram bio, which is Real Problem Child. Right? All the information on my Instagram page, and it's June 28th. That is not Saturday coming here, the next Saturday from 4 a.m. It's supposed to be 12, but it's looking like it might be 10. So it's morning, which is 4 the morning to morning time.
Okay.
Right? So it's 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. Morning to morning. Yeah. Like I say, drinks is on you. Just bring your drinks. Bring what you want to drink. We ain't charging all if we no drink.
Next question.
Yes.
Can you tell us about Crush? Are you doing Crush this year or not?
That is a crazy question, you know.
I just had to ask the question because people don't know who Crush is or Crush is about.
Well, see, Crush is me and Skinny. Supposed to be me and Skinny's event, right? And Skinny is very scatterbrained. He does a lot. He does a lot, and sometimes he just forget what he had to do, and you know what I mean. It has happened to me too. So he was like, yo, we doing Crush this year? I was like, I don't know. We doing Crush this year? I'm keeping it real with all the how the conversation went. I was like, I don't know. And then he was like, I said, I don't like the venue we be having it at for that event, because it's so huge. There's not a compounded space, like a small space that we have to fill. It's like you could be here and the next person there way down there. It's not enclosed. You know what I'm saying? So it makes the party look spacious when actually party full of people they all on the beach, somebody up by the gate, somebody over here.
I had a lot of alcohol in Vincy last year. Just to confirm, this is the one that was like kind of like in a jungle, like
it's after Boozy. It's on the beach, Coconut Grove.
Shandy, I don't remember. You know.
All
Forget it. Go
right,
ahead.
good. You see, you call up the people them names.
Sorry. Oh no, sorry.
Yes. No.
Sorry.
Right.
I have the cup.
Right. So nothing's wrong with the venue, but I just think for that, and then the time of it that we have it, we need to have it in a more compact in venue. But so he was like, let me try so and so a place. And then he didn't get back to me, and then like the week after that, somebody who does flyers asked me for my logo. I was like, For what? Me and ask you to do nothing. He said for the flyer for Crush. So it's like, what?
Okay, so what's happening?
Exactly. And honestly, that's the last I know.
Okay, so it's definitely happening. But for the,
I don't know.
For the history of Crush, what Crush is about? Can you tell people what it is about?
Crush is where you could bring and meet your crush, bring your crush, crush your outfit, and have your drink with crushed ice.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the concept behind it.
And it's an enjoyable event.
Yeah. It's nice enough, but it either does rain or it's just too spacious. Because, like I said, people be in there, man. It's like this room. Look how we look at it. They looking too cramped, you know what I'm saying? But if it was a smaller room and it look more compact.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what it is there.
But I did like that about that though. I had room to move around and...
Nah, you want to get them jump up.
No, because sometimes they just huddle up too much and you can't really...
No, it's easier to hit the
motion.
target when the target can't move too much.
So the next question I have to ask is, are you playing Mass this year in Vincy?
I'll go be on the road. I just play a mass every year. What you mean, like officially in a costume?
Correct.
Boy, I go have on a short pants. Me really like the full costume. No, I go wear the pants, but me really like the full costume thing. It look a little fairish to me sometimes, and nothing wrong with that if that is your thing, but that's not my thing with the wings and
Got you.
and the thing. You know what I'm saying? I go put on a short pants and some socks and sneakers and bareback and...
So you gonna be in a band or nah?
I should be in a band, yeah.
Which band?
I ain't sure yet. No,
There's a real fight for this question, you know.
no, I ain't sure yet. Which band you playing with?
The band you left.
The band I left?
Yeah.
Which band I left?
The band you used to be a part of.
Don't sleep.
That I used to see you a lot in, I should say.
Family, you know. You can't. You want to know what happened?
That's what I wanted. Thank you for bringing it up. I was trying to get into it real soft, but go ahead.
Nah, like a family member who's, I mean, talking about no cousin or distant thing, right? There was a difference between my family member and one of the owners, something like that, and I just don't like the way my family member was treated.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And I know exactly what happened, and it wasn't right in my humble opinion. I could go further and say that my family member was unable to partake in, you know, helping in the regard that they usually would help with the band because they had lost employment. So, you know what I'm saying? So they couldn't put that first, that you lost it, you know, you don't have a job anymore, your job closed down and you're trying to find your way. So you ain't studying to go in mass camp and bend wire and help people and things, but you did whatever you could did administratively from home still. And then when you showed up in your costume, you were told you can't play. Yeah, that's what happened.
I just remember seeing a big old post about it. I was just like, what the hell happened?
So because I know, you know, a lot of people, I mean, nobody really care because it wasn't like a big deal, but you know what I mean? That's why you can't diss my family member, especially when I know they genuinely went all out for you, had everybody who's on their team with you, and because I mean they couldn't show up, they couldn't assist in a greater regard than they did just that one year. They lost their job, bro. Not as in terms I got fired, the company shut down.
Wow.
Picture my career. You know what I mean? And then you expect me to come in and bro, that was crazy. And I still helped out and I showed up and then you tell me, oh, you can't play. You didn't even tell me prior to you. Wait till I come in my full costume. Disrespect.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that's what happened. And once I heard that, I was like, whoa.
Wow.
I can't go there and give you my support and spend my money because the costumes wasn't free.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Spend my money to be there with you and bring people with me because they expect me to be there. You putting me on in your recap every year. People seeing Problem. I mean, I'm somebody a little bit at least. You know, people be like, oh, Problem, just play with so and so thing. That's free advertising. You know. Meanwhile, I'm spending my money. And then you're going to do that to my own sister? It's not even like a...
Bro, I didn't put it out there. You put it out there.
No, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't diss my family. You could barely diss my friend. Much less to my own blood.
No, but thank you for clearing that up because I really wanted to ask that question.
So is either elsewhere or I'm not going to play.
Okay.
And I don't have any bad vibes or bad energy towards that entity or those people, you know. I don't, but it's just right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
That's how it is with me. You're either right or you're wrong. It ain't no in between. And if you're wrong, it's okay to be wrong, but just admit that you're wrong. You know what I mean? But you can't be wrong and want to act like you're right. Because when I'm wrong, bro, I'm the most apologetic. I can apologize from now till next year if I'm wrong because it's a part of life. But it's very rare when I'm maliciously wrong, because I never go out there and try to like do something to diss somebody or take food out to somebody's mouth or do something in that regard. And that wasn't nice at all. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. Seriously.
That done gone, man.
I mean, it is the
that.
past, but still, like,
We don't gone past that, man.
So now we're gonna go back into the music here, and I want to ask this question: the Power Pack. I want to say it's a movement. What made you decide to go this route?
Because I was a weirdo.
So explain what the Power Pack is, because first when it first came out, I thought it was a rhythm of 4.
Yeah,
and he was like, it's not a rhythm. I was like, okay. Then you said it's a compilation. Something that is a compilation of maybe 6. But explain what the Power Pack is, please.
The Power Pack is just a compilation of power soca songs. Instead of doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rhythms, I just took all the rhythms and put them on one album. You know, understand what I'm saying? Because I mean, when you look, sometimes you might have 5 favorite songs and they might be on 5 different rhythms. So what you're going to do? Listen to one song here, stop, search again, go to all build up playlist. But the strategy behind it was also that, okay, if you like 2 songs and Drills have a song and you into show about Drills, you don't know about him too much, but you know Problem Child. In listening to Problem Child, you might bounce up on Drills. You understand what I'm saying? So it's me trying to bring more exposure to the local artists, them, so to speak, or artists who I'm good with, who might not have reached to the level that Problem Child has reached as yet, because they will. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like saying, if you're going to listen to Fred Horn, you have to listen to a Keith Currency because he on the rhythm. Or the song right after Fred Horn might be on a different rhythm by somebody else you never heard of before. And you might just be in a car and it just played. I'm like, but who is this boy? But this song good, you know? And you just might learn about somebody new. Yeah, so that's the strategy behind it. And it was easier to just get one cover art instead of just like 5 different cover art.
But if you listen to it, it's really different sounds.
It's diverse, yeah. It's
very, very diverse. And I was going to ask if this was your way of paying it forward for the younger artists. So you just answered that question.
Definitely, because we can't do this forever, you know. You understand? We don't kill champion, we just build champion.
I like
you understand? I thrive off of seeing people doing better and doing well, especially when I have something to do with it. It does make me feel really, really, really good. Plus, I know when you pay it forward, you just get your blessings. You have to understand life. So I love to help. I love to help. I don't just sit back and laugh and say, yeah. Sometimes I don't even want to perform when I go home. I just like to sit back and watch the people who I work with, or even the people who I didn't work with, do their thing and just be like, yeah, do your thing. I like that. Yeah, that's my style.
So how many artists in total is in the Power Pack?
Artists, I don't know, but it's 29 songs.
29 songs.
Yeah, most of which I wrote as well. You know, trying to teach the youths them, you know what I mean, song structure and so on and so forth, and cadence and, you know, enunciation and pronunciation and all these different little things that make a huge difference, you know, timing, you know, in songs. I mean, I don't know everything, but the little that I do know, I'm just trying to share and build, you know what I mean? So maybe when they learn, they could teach somebody else. Because to me, you know what does bother me? I get booked in West Bamboo Walk, like we just make up a place. And when I there, it's like me alone from my island. Or maybe me and one other person. Or when you ask people how much artists you know from Vincy, they might name 1, maybe 2. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of the other islands is 8 and 9 and 10 and 12, and I dare to say nobody is more talented than we. But you know, it's just some little fine tuning here and there. And we could do the same. You understand? So I'm just trying to help at this point. You know, it's like, you mentioned competition earlier. Like somebody was like, why you don't do Soca Monarch? I was like, why? I've done it many, many times to no avail. You know, you have a big song. I've had big songs and did it. You understand what I'm saying? Do it for the culture. And there's where I just catch them. Because you can't compete in Soca Monarch and do something for the culture for one night.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? And if I'm helping people and they enter the competition, how can I be helping them and then compete against them? You understand what I'm saying? It cancels it out. So it's either I'm helping, and then the next thing you look at, all right, boom, check this. How much longer you can depend on a Problem Child or anybody else to build a competition? It's better you establish the youths, them, teach them, and in the next 2-3 years, you have youths. If you keep depending on people like me, the older I get, the less interested I get, people will get tired. But when it's fresh faces and fresh names, try to build those people.
So that's a very good point, because that's something that we see in dancehall very often. You know, you see Cartel bring Popcorn, he bring Black Rhino, he bring Ja Vinci, bring all these people, Bounty Killer bring. Do you feel that that's something we need to see more of in the soca community?
Well, honestly, I can't really tell nobody how to function I just only function by how my heart does lead. You know what I'm saying? And I just rather help. And I think it makes more sense, man. Like if it have like two people, and I don't want to sound like I'm shading nobody, because I'm picking my words really carefully, because I don't want nobody to say problem was trying to talk thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you have two people and we say, listen, let me take the use them and teach them the little that we know, right? The better they get, the competition will be in better hands. You know what I mean? As time go on, because we don't pass in knowledge and showing them bam, 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 bam. But when it's we, eventually we will stop, and the competition will still be where it at now. You understand?
So I would say hats off to both of you, because what I'm seeing this year, both of you are doing your thing.
Both of who?
You and another artist. Pretty much paying it forward. A lot of you guys.
Oh, well, I don't know what nobody else.
Yeah, I ain't naming names. I'm gonna just say.
I don't know what nobody else does.
I'm going within the direction you were just mentioning there. I know you was a ticklish man, but I'm gonna just say.
No, I honestly have no clue. I only listen to beats and try my best to help.
So for me, from my observation, I would say for you and Skinny, I see you guys paying it forward, working with the younger artists and touching road with the people. I'm seeing it more this year. Not saying you wasn't doing it before, not saying he wasn't doing it before, but it's more visual and prevalent.
Public?
Yeah, in my eyes. In Shandy's eyes. I'm going to say Shandy's eyes.
Oh, okay.
You want to say something because you rubbing your mouth? Do you want to say something?
No, my mouth dry.
Drills, bring this man some water.
I need some water.
Bring this man some water.
I
don't know what anybody else is doing. I don't pay attention. My head is always down. You know what I mean, grinding. So if that's happening, that's amazing. That's wonderful.
It is amazing. I think for the sake of the culture, I would say for me, my observation, I'm seeing more of the younger artists in tune with you guys and pushing themselves further and harder this year than in previous years.
That's amazing. That's great.
It is amazing, and I think it's a great thing.
I mean, Shandy, although this is problem interview, you can't just say two. I think there's more than two.
Well, there's more than two, but those are the two big ones that everybody knows about.
I mean, yes, I guess it's fair to assume that they're the most popular artists of this generation out of St.
So name somebody else.
I mean, Hyper doing the same
Definitely
thing.
Hyper, yeah.
Yeah, Hyper,
sure.
And Hyper been doing it.
For sure. He been doing it for a while.
And he been doing it.
Yeah.
Been doing it.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And we had Hyper on last week.
And I'm sure there's more that I don't know about, but it's always good to see that, you know,
the connection between the more seasoned artists, because I don't want to say older, more seasoned artists and the fresh green artists. Put it that way. Unseasoned. No offense. Not saying you unseasoned.
Now Spielberg is a bad boy too, yeah. I mean.
So I want to go back into your music now. So you have a very popular song, FYM. I'm not going to say what it is, but FYM.
Forget your man.
Forget your man. We're going to say forget your man, okay. So you were telling people forget your man, but now you're singing Frayed Horn. Is there a storyline here you want to share with us?
Yeah, because man ain't like horn, but man go horn somebody in a minute. So, forget your own business about you and your man. You understand? We don't any jam. But don't harm me. What's so complicated about that? I don't find that complicated at all. It might not be fair, but it's not complicated. Not true?
No, it's simple.
How you feel about that?
Do unto others that you would not do to me.
Exactly.
Very straightforward.
Exactly. This song said, I don't care if you have a man. Forget your man. So, wait, so because I say that, I supposed to not trade horn? It's because of what you're doing to your man, why I trade horn? You understand what I say?
So with that being said, why would you even entertain the young lady?
You really want to know that?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Introduce you to my body, now she gone crazy, she ballin'. I said she gone crazy. Introduce you to my friend and now the girl gone mad.
You watching me for?
No, I didn't know if you was gonna play the music. That's why.
No.
I just asked the question, you know.
I just answer any question in a slick way.
I appreciate that. So the next question I have to ask is, what keeps you grounded when success and fame keep calling?
Understanding life. Understanding that, bro, the greatest gift anybody could get is understanding how life works and how the universe works. You see, when you understand that, you will be happier, you will be healthier, you will be more prosperous, because you will understand what moves to make and what moves not to make. You see, humility is very important. So whether you're humble or not, you better learn to be humble. Otherwise, the universe will humble you. Life is a balance. You understand what I'm saying? So if you humble yourself, the universe will be like, okay, he's humble. Let's not humble him. You know what I'm saying? Let's make him prosper. But when you feel us prosper all over and use this and you beat in the chest like this big gorilla and thing, the universe will be like, have a seat, sir. You understand what I'm saying? And when the universe tell you sit down, it's not till the universe ready for you to get back up, you could get back up in.
True.
I'm telling you, so you have no choice. And that is a part of understanding how life works. And that is a rule to life. It would happen to me. It would happen to anybody in this room. If you're not humble, the universe will humble you. And it's the people who think I ain't humble. But that's what they think. I'm very, very humble. I ain't stupid. Because I know what would happen if I am not humble. And I ain't about to let that happen to me. Yeah, I'm a strong believer in faith, bro.
You just answered the next question I was going to ask. Thank you very much.
Why is that?
I was going to ask, what's one thing people assume about you that they're completely wrong?
Well, I don't know what people assume because I don't pay attention.
I knew that was coming. That's why I was just like, I'm not going to ask you that question.
I don't study. Listen, knowledge of life, knowledge of the universe, and time is the two most valuable things. Why waste your time worrying about what somebody think about you when they're probably not even right? You're not getting back that time. You're not getting it back at all, you know.
That's true.
By the time you stop to think, boy, you know, that's also problem, you know, rambunctious with yourself or whatever the case may be. How to figure out how to stop that? No, let Dazzle think that. If you're not that, let him think that. If he figures it out eventually, because guess what? You can't go around to each individual trying to convince them that you're a certain way, because by the time you don't convince Dazzle, somebody over here thinking the same thing. So what you can do, stop and run here, and then run here, and then run here. You just do good, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what people think. If the people who think, I'll tell you one thing for sure, right? Two things as a matter of fact. Anybody who thinks anything negative about Problem Child, I could guarantee you two things. One, they really don't know me. They don't know me. They know of me. But they don't know the person that I am. They never sit down. They never hang out around me. I could promise you that. And two, they can't prove it. They don't have an actual event that they could say, he's so-and-so because so-and-so happened. Could never do it. They're projecting because they're assuming if they were in my situation, that's how they would act. So that's what they're expecting. But they don't have any proof. Try it. Next time you hear somebody say something, tell them when. Prove it. Give me an example.
Makes sense.
Off air, come and tell me what they say. They wouldn't have anything to say, bro. I love everybody.
I like that.
Yeah.
So what's your biggest fear as a man? Not necessarily an artist, but as a man, even as a father, your biggest fear?
Not being able to help, to support the people around me who need support. Whether financially or even with advice. You understand what I'm saying? I would hate to know my mom needs something and I cannot help her with it. Yeah, that would drive me crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And even my friends, I would hate to know that my friend need a ear just to hear, just to speak, you know what I mean? Just to vent. And I'm not available or not able to. Yeah. That and some kind of, that and if you want something a little bit more tangible, I would say like failing health. Yeah, some kind of chronic illness. Yeah, that might be the most tangible thing. I ain't worried about nothing else. God got me.
Like that.
Yeah, man.
What's a quote or teaching that you want people to recognize you for, or something that, you know, what's a famous
hear
quote?
us feel.
Oh, Lord.
No. I hear that so much growing up, it's sticking me out, traumatized. No. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have any quotes that I live by that I want people to really like, recognize and hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I do have one actually. Do good and good go follow you. Yeah, I live by that, and it's true. It's true. It's real true.
So if your catalog was a menu, your catalog of music was a menu.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do about it?
For real, Drills, what it?
You thought it was a joke? No, I really.
Oh, he's gonna get it. So if your catalog was a menu, what song is the appetizer? What song is the main course? And what song is dessert?
Appetizer? Mm-hmm. Must be secret agent. The main course might be holiday.
Okay.
And the dessert might be nasty up.
Wow, I like that. That's good.
Because, desserts can be sometimes messy, but they're also a little bit more fun. You know what I'm saying? And the main course is a little bit more succulent and serious and well put together. And this season this way and that one. And you know what I mean? It's usually the bigger meal. You know what I'm saying? And the appetizer might be something light to start you to get, warm you up to that. So yeah, I think those 3 songs, yeah.
That's good.
I know some people's like, Secret Agent, what the heck is that?
Yo,
you gotta go far back for that.
See, that's the next thing I was gonna ask you. Why is it some of your music from like the beginning is so hard to find?
Because I wasn't responsible for them and I didn't know much about the music business. In those days I was just recording. You know what I'm saying? And people just recording me and doing what they were, dragging me all over the place. Not everyone. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Not everyone, but for some songs, I really didn't know anything about the music. I didn't know anything about royalties and them kind of thing. I didn't understand, so to speak. So I don't know a lot of songs. People keep asking me for certain songs, and I don't know. But you know what I mean? Once I learned, everything was put in a gear properly. Yeah.
There's one that's a favorite song of mine that's the very first song I ever heard you sing. My woman just left
Revelers
me.
Anthem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't find that for the life of me. If you're a DJ in Vinci, they have it, but most people don't have it.
On platforms, right?
Yeah.
Because them days it was just CDs. It didn't have no Apple Music and iTunes and thing. From my recollection, and them is the days when you see, it's so funny that I gotta be careful how I speak because I don't want to sound like, oh, somebody did me dirty type energy. When those same people are the people who give me opportunity to showcase my talent. So you had a bit to learn sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want it to sound like, oh boy, problem saying, man, recording and you ain't get nothing and type of energy. But I did get something out of it because I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not always tangible or financial, but those would be the people who are responsible for those songs being heard on platforms today because I had no hands-on involvement in those times.
It would be nice if you would be able to get those songs and put them out there so people could know. Because you have an extensive catalog with great music.
Yeah,
Great
I guess.
What can I
music.
do you for? I mean,
We just talked about that.
Yep.
You wasn't in there?
He went to get the water for
yeah.
you.
Why? No man, no go for no water for me, dog. Burn up.
yeah, Shannon.
My bad. So you wake up as a brand new upcoming artist. What's the first thing you're gonna do?
I learn the business. learn the inner workings of the music business. Learn differences, different ways. You know what I mean, to record. Learn the business part of it too. You know, understand how the industry functions. Learn people. Learn individuals within the industry, like specific people. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to record. And it's just you will never learn everything immediately. You know what I'm saying? Just understand that when advice comes, learn to know when advice is coming from somebody you should take it from and take it. You'll get where you're going faster. Yeah. Because you can't take advice from everybody, You can listen, but you can't actually execute what everyone tells you. So the trick is to figure out how to know, he's a good person to listen to, or she's a good person to listen to, or I can listen to you talk and then in one ear out the next. Because there are people out there who are like that. So the trick is for you to know who to listen to and who not to listen. Oh, well, you listen to everybody, but who to take advice from and who not to take advice from. That's very important. I wish I had more people giving me more advice. I would have gotten faster. But
then it goes back to what you said, though. If some young people don't want to listen. So do you think you would have listened at that point in time, at your young age?
It depends on the approach.
Okay.
Because some people just come and act like them is God Almighty. Boy, you did not so. Yeah, you're supposed to do it then. But somebody come and say, Brethren, watch this. So and thing. Especially if the person is a mentor that you look up to. Bro, let me tell you something. No matter how big you are, you have somebody who influences you or who you look up to. And if somebody along those lines come and say, Mango tree, come here, let me show you a scene. You see that way you now do they? When I was your age, I made the same mistake. Don't do that thing. You see the approach?
It's different, yeah.
Even teachers make that mistake in school. They come in the class formal, and you're so scared already because it's so strict and rude. You don't mess up your brain as far as learning already. You understand? Because you're tense, so you're not relaxed. You're not really gonna learn. But the approach, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you know what I mean? Cool atmosphere and explain things and talk things. Some of them using the big words. You don't understand the big words. If they just tell you, you know how long it take me? I used to do French in school and I love French. And I failed a whole test because I didn't understand passé composé mean past tense.
Oh, wow.
Because the teacher never tell you what it mean. Put these verbs in the passé composé. And I'm like, Jesus, you figured out. If it didn't only tell me that mean past tense, I would have get 100. So it's the approach. Yeah.
There's some audience questions, but I want to ask this last question. What are 3 things you're most proud of to date?
3 things. My growth as a person. I used to be real hot-headed, a lot more hot-headed when I was younger. 3? Jesus, that's plenty. Woo. Yeah. I used to be a lot more hot-headed when I was younger. You know what I mean? I had a lot more temperament and was like a little bit more wild. Like now, somebody might say something I might not like. I might just reason with them. You understand what I'm saying? I'm proud of my understanding of my financial understanding of how to move with my funds. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't think I have 3, man. Honestly.
Okay.
But those are 2. You know what I mean? Those are 2 very, very important ones to me. Oh, yes, the 3rd one, my faith. My believing in how the universe works. Paying it forward, you know, the law of attraction and all these things. Yeah, that.
Very big.
If you could teach people that, that's the next thing people need to learn.
That's true. Laws of attraction.
The law of attraction and positivity.
Very important.
What? Just last night I was telling an artist, change your approach and watch how fast you bust. Because they complaining, this, that, then. I used to do that, you know. That used to be me so much. You understand? Always looking for the negative. This ain't happening. That happening. They're doing me this. They're doing me that. It's all right. You know what I mean? Change your approach, but you don't know if nobody can tell you.
That's the truthful part.
Yeah, you don't know if nobody can tell you.
So to the audience, or Dazzle, you have any questions?
I mean, as you said earlier, I actually, talked to problem 3 times already, so it's not
That's all my business.
Ooh, Drills asks, can we get a private wine remake? I like that.
That means the same people them who it's very possible. I could ask for that. I could possibly ask for that.
Which one came first, Reveler's Anthem or Virginia?
Reveler's Anthem.
Thank you. I told somebody that. See, I know my music. I know my music. Go ahead.
It was Reveler's Anthem was first. Yeah.
Let me see what the audience say.
I think BDJ Pete had something to say.
Yeah, but he answered that. He answered that. Probably
He answered already?
Yeah, I just talk plenty. Like, I just elaborate. That's something they teach me in school. Just answer the question and then just say because, and then sometimes that does be the next question about it.
It was a question about what I guess subgenre or you would prefer in soca, like ragga and they asked that already. Yeah, that already.
Yeah. If we hadn't for talk about, we could talk about curry chicken and chicken curry. and which one it is. Oh, they fed up here about that, but I know the truth.
Yeah, we are fed up of hearing that argument.
But nobody never tell all the truth yet.
So what's the truth?
The truth is both of them, right? Because there are different types of dishes. And a curry is a type of dish. A different type of stews. You understand what I'm saying?
So what's your favorite stew?
I don't like stew.
You don't like stew?
No.
Do you eat pilau?
Yeah.
That's a stew, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean I like it. I just eat it. You ask me if I like it. Right, so there are different type of stews. So the curry chicken is the adjective. And chicken curry is the noun.
Wow.
You smart, am I right?
No, you're right.
Absolutely.
You're right. I
Curry-
never looked at it that way in my
Curry
life.
chicken is the adjective, is what you've done to the chicken. You've curried the chicken, so it's curried chicken.
So that's why you're saying
But
it.
what type of curry is it?
I'm hungry. You know. This is
Chicken
actually.
curry. One is the noun, one is the adjective, people. They're not serious.
So GMGT.LIVE asks, is soca bouillon?
Oh God, this is oh boy.
Bro, we talk about outside, they're trying to set me up. You're trying to set me up. You want people come for me. Bro, when I went to Dominica, I said I'm in the band rehearsal and say, fellas, I have something to tell all you don't vex with me. I say, I recently realized that as far as you guys care, bouillon is not soca. I said, I am not fighting that. I am telling you that I didn't know that. Because in our side of the world, we just think everything is soca, including all the subgenres. I am recently now learning, as in the last 2 years, for as long as I've been a soca artist, for the last 2 years, I am just now learning, because I've done my research, that from a Dominican perspective, bouillon is not soca. So, as far as what I think, is the people them thing. If this is not soca,
That's it. That's it.
then
This
it's
is
not so. If
safest.
you understand what I'm saying? If this is not soca, it's not soca. But what I explained to them, that when people call it soca, don't be mad at them. It's because they don't have that knowledge.
facts.
Because even I didn't know.
Correct.
I didn't know that they want to look. They want it to be looked at as
something
something
else.
different. We didn't know. We don't know. You can't be mad at somebody for something that they don't know about. Yeah, so that's my stance on that.
So he answered that. Okay, Mr. GMGT.
Trying to set me up.
So now we're gonna continue with the bouillon conversation. Do you feel, because this has been a debate that's been coming up, and I asked Spielberg this as well. Do you feel bouillon has taken over Vincy soca, or do you think there's too much bouillon in the soca?
There never be too much of nothing. Music does evolve. It's mad people. One time soca sound like R&B, one time it sound like dance. It has changed. Every genre does change. Right now the dancehall artists and from the old school complain everything is trap, it's singing like rap. That will change eventually too. Yeah, so that's music. If you understand music does always evolve, bro. It'll never be the same thing forever. You understand what I'm saying?
Sometimes it has a tendency to repeat itself as well.
It not tendency is a circle. It will go wrong. Probably not in our lifetime. Everything does do that. Fashion does do that too. You understand? Tight pants going, they gone out, they could come back in. Remember when they was doing it? Is in the 80s in the disco era when everybody thing, and then baggy clothes was coming. Baggy. It does happen. So you can never say it have too much of anything. It's just for this generation. This is what it is. By the time the people, the youths now, no enjoying what is bouillon, so to speak. You understand what I'm saying? By the time they grow up in age, or they have children, maybe even grandchildren, something else might be in, and they're gonna be like, what's Japanese is this? And then it's gonna just repeat itself. When them get older, something else coming, they're gonna be like, what's Japanese is this? So, when you get older, what the youths like is always, what's Japanese is this? So you can't fight that.
The current trajectory of Vincy Mas, how do you feel?
Up, man. It's up. They're lucky we had the hurricane last year, but bro, you know how much people ain't bother coming home last year?
It's true.
Because of that, real people. Real nice, up. It's up this year. It's up for sure. It's up. I know. I just always rent a Airbnb just for when my friends come in, because of how it's set up. Sometimes we might just go there and lime, because people might be staying in so many different places. Like if nothing is really happening, we just say, let me go so-and-so place, put some food on the grill, chill out by the pool and lime. I couldn't get it this year.
Wow.
I couldn't get it this year in end of January. It was already gone.
That's what I've been hearing,
Yeah. Up. All the better for all who ain't bought the flight yet. I don't know what to tell all you.
You fully booked? I'm asking now. You fully booked?
I get my flight for 197.
Okay, good. As long as you got something.
I booked my flight since in February, but I just leave a little bit earlier to avoid the price hikes, and leave a little bit later to do the same.
I reach in only second, and I get my flight for 197.
Nah, you have some kind of thing, man. Scammer them there. Something there.
I'll tell everybody, and I ain't gonna gatekeep. I have the app called Hopper, right?
Somebody told me about that app.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily always use the app to directly book, but when that notification show up, I will stop everything I'm doing and look.
Run for
And
it.
when I seen that 197, I said, nah, this ain't right.
197, you say
So
that
I came out the app and I went into the actual airline app and it was the same thing, bro.
Wait,
And
you
I
got
was
you
like,
there.
Yeah, I said yeah. go
Now
take
you
this
got you
one.
there, you got you there, you got you
Remember the
there.
year that you one year Shandy swear I wasn't going Vinci because I had no ticket. The Tuesday before, the Tuesday of the week that I was leaving, I find a ticket for $400.
He did.
That's crazy.
He did. With Hopper.
And I
Yeah.
reached down.
Well, the man tell all how to reach Vincy Mas, but Vincy Mas
That's it.
up.
That's Hopper.
Up. People are real excited.
Very.
People are real excited. And I know a lot of first timers going as well.
Yes, so do
Yeah.
A
I.
lot of first timers.
Yeah.
Can't like sun. No, real
Yo,
woman.
everybody in the room.
No, real woman going Vincy, bro.
Yeah.
I telling you, some of them want place for stay all thing.
Still?
I telling you.
It's true, because we in the group chat and they keep asking us places. They want rental, taxi, and place to stay. It's true.
That's what we go do, boy.
Enjoy.
I telling you, plenty of them want place for stay.
You have to evict Shandy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And you agreeing with this?
Me ain't no room for nobody. You know what I mean? I know for a fact, I know about 15 people coming from LA.
LA.
Yeah, they're coming from LA. Well, it's between LA and Miami. They meeting up and then they come in Vincy.
Shout out to Dolly. Who's in LA
And you want to
too.
know what's crazy? Not one of them know nobody in Vincy.
Are you serious?
One young lady know me. And she asked me to recommend a driver. And yeah, they just come in.
Wow.
I telling you.
That's nice. That's a beautiful
Last
thing.
year was one of
Wash
the best
your face.
carnival I probably
Boy, real
experienced.
green card opportunity the other day. Telling you.
Last year was probably one of the best carnival experience I experienced, despite the hurricane.
Me too.
And
It was wholesome. I guess
Yeah.
because you know how they go.
was
You never miss the
humbling.
water till you well
Well
run dry.
run dry,
It's so
You
true.
didn't think you wasn't gonna get it, and when you get it, was like it
Yeah.
was. I had a great time.
No, but
Yeah,
literally, I
right.
was waiting for water to come.
Oh, I know. Right? Yeah,
Lights
real,
and water,
real
for
man
real.
invite woman over by them for bed and thing.
well,
Yeah,
by the
sure.
Not your
time,
drills. I'm telling you.
by the time carnival done, they get your water done. Because I remember being in whatever the last fete was for the carnival season.
I had water but no light. I didn't have light.
For real.
Yeah.
I had water. I had water the whole. No, didn't have water for like half a day. And then I got water, but I didn't have no light.
Oh wow.
Yo,
Yeah.
and I used to be so mad. I'm seeing this place have light, that place,
Right there,
and we in the dark.
right
It's
over there.
right there.
Right there, right over there, have
I
light.
was so
We don't have
angry.
that. Yeah, right over there, have light. We don't have that. Yeah.
Sometimes
Facts.
right next door, and you're just like, so why we couldn't be so lucky? Yo, that was an experience of a
Boy,
lifetime.
tell her
I
she name come, my nigga,
never.
bitch. She ain't come.
This guy. So this is where you get to flip the script and you ask us a question.
I do this already.
I know.
Okay, who you? Oh no, you tell me that already. Oh, okay. Excluding me, right, or anything I had to do with, right? What's your top 5 Vincy songs right now? I don't call none of my songs.
Don't call none of your songs.
None.
That guy there.
Red Button.
Most definitely.
Mm.
DXDP on the Red Rum Rhythm.
And
That's one of my
I tell them fellas, I say, oh, they don't even know all they have there. Yeah.
That's a beautiful one. Angie Maya. Not Curry.
You see what they see? That's the only one I know.
No. Angie
No owner?
Maya. Yup, no owner. I was gonna sing it, but thank you. No owner. That whole rhythm, I like that whole rhythm.
I don't know.
Nah, you gotta check it.
No, you see, I don't be having
gotta
time to
check
check
it.
it because I'm so busy creating.
You'll be in St. Vincent, so you'll
I can hear it.
You'll
But
hear it.
that's how I does hear when I reach home. I
So
does hear.
that's 3.
Yeah.
How much you said?
5.
5? I would Tuli. I like that one.
I don't even, boy, really out of the loop. I
And
can't
then
wait to
the
reach home.
5th one, I would say for Fireman Hooper, the one Smurf produced. I really like that one. The People's Cry. I really like that
Didn't he
one.
do 2? He come back again or something like that?
And then the whole Ring Pop Rhythm, the Shiny D.
I have to do
Yo,
that.
you gonna learn these songs.
Shandy is the one.
don't
know. Yeah.
I don't want no problem.
before you try, come for me.
Y'all played it just now. Yeah, I heard it just now when y'all played it.
Yeah. So those are my top. I mean, there's so many because there's so many songs that came out and the vroom vroom rhythm. Like I'll keep going. I'll keep going. But there's so many different ones.
Okay. What events are you looking forward to? Wait. Just so?
The only event that I really, for the past couple of years so far at least, right, that I have fought tooth and nail just to make sure I attend for Vincy Carnival is Boozy Boat. Something about being on the water with unlimited liquor.
Whose event is that?
Island Fanatics.
I have to do better.
I found out about your event.
No.
The one that you're having after.
No, I don't know who is.
Yo.
You'll get with it. By the time you go underground, you'll realize who's who and what's what. I think.
That boat ride.
Yeah.
But what I noticing, Vincy turning into a little. I don't want to call it an island place, but just say, it's not a lot of sleep to be had.
No.
Yeah, and I find that not desirable.
You crazy? No more sleep till carnival done.
Yo, you say this with such joy. You should see his face.
Bro, where we was at? It was Chairs, I think, last year, right? And Chairs done. And for 2.5 hours, we just stand up in the yard talking, looking for something to do. Are you crazy? Nah, from one thing you go home on your bed, you hold a little half an hour, a little 2 hours, and you jump up on your bed and you dive out again.
Nah, man, I need to rest now.
Rest what?
I need to rest now. So when I go, because when I get down there, it's non-stop. It's non-stop.
Bro, let me tell you something. You know how long I long for that?
Wow.
Go home and do what, bro? Morning party, you go home, you bed, you go back in the evening. You go out in the night, you come home, you sleep, you go back in the morning. It's go and come back. You're crazy. Nah, that's how the music spread. That's how you know. The DJs get to play more songs and things. And nah, you crazy. Nah, it's go. Me have no more question for you. I ready to.
I'm ready to go myself.
And fun fact, when I go home for Vincy Mass, people swear I want to go and perform and all. I just want to go and have fun, you know.
No, I know that for a fact.
I don't want to say I hate to perform because I know the people them expect to see me and they want to see me.
But you rather just enjoy yourself.
I'd rather just put out the music them and people and watch the youths perform and just be in the party.
Will you be at Soca Monarch not as a performer, but necessarily just to show up?
You mean as a competitor?
Not as a performer or competitor. Just a regular person.
I'm gonna perform, but I ain't competing.
So you're gonna perform. I was saying if you were just gonna go as a regular patron just to check the vibes and stuff like that.
I should be performing. I should be performing. If things work out, I should be performing.
As a guest performer.
Yes. This will be my 4th year, I think, as being a guest performer. Yeah, I've been doing it as a guest performer.
Do you anticipate that you'll win the Road March this year?
It's not up to me.
No, but is it in your gut? Like, did you have a gut feeling last year?
Last year, because I had a decent year before, last year I was like, I need something. Even if it wasn't Road March, I needed a big song at least, something. You know what I'm saying? And this year, I just want more of a song for the island. So they could, because what I noticed, right? All the carnivals are basically around the same time. And they just kind of like group we, you know, whether we know it or not, you know. Boy, the big song come out of so-and-so this year. So what I was working towards is not so much a road march title, so to speak, but to be a part of the possibility of when they're saying that, they had to say, boy, it have a song from Vincy here. You understand what I'm saying? So light is being shed on the island. So that's what I basically was looking forward to this year. You know what I mean? But as far as a title, bro, anything could happen, you know. I've seen some crazy things happen when people say calling this and saying that, and the next thing you wake up in the morning and it's something else, yes?
I like Happy Carnival, by the way. That's one of my favorites. And I like the historical context you put at the end of it.
But hear that, right?
I'm listening.
But here, sometimes it's not what you like because that is my song. Right? And you know, people just ask, which song you pushing? Which is a question I don't really like. Because why would I do 5 songs to push one?
That makes sense. That's
what I'm saying. It's like,
That's
why would I birth 5 kids to only invest in one and leave the others to suffer? You know what I mean? But when asked that question and they say they feel like you have to answer it, when I put out I put out like 4 songs. I leaked like 4 songs just to test the atmosphere to see what people would like. I swear that would have been it. That was it. Happy Carnival. It's more meaningful. It's deeper. It has a message behind it. It has show me meaning or nothing. I don't know. You just never know.
Vincy people. Like when the year you came out with Isaac Hunt and the other song.
Nasty Up.
And you see where the other song went.
Exactly.
So
Nasty Up ain't even playing Vincy Mas. That start playing Carnival tunes.
Exactly. So that's why I'm just like, maybe Happy Carnival will take off in another carnival, perhaps.
Listen. After all the experience I've had, nothing surprises me.
There you go.
I don't know what, but like how you say you like Happy Carnival, that is the song that I thought that people would have taken to. You know what I mean? But I know people like Bacchanal, but I really like Happy Carnival.
I think Tourism Board should use that, or CDC use it next year as a promotional song. I'm just putting it out there. I think so. That's
I think to be fair, there's also different elements of Carnival as well. Last year, Carnival Jumbie was the song.
Yeah.
Going through Carnival. But when Carnival done, I was surprised to see that Zeke started to get forward. People posting Zeke's song.
Oh yeah, on social media.
All them girls and them. Vincy Carnival was so fun. And
that was a recap.
Zeke's song with the caption.
Because you see, I will tell you, I will show you something, right? And this is again understanding the knowledge of music and how music works and travels. You see, it's easier to read somebody's mind than their soul. You understand what I'm saying? So I could say, monkey nyami dog. And it's like, what the hell? Monkey nyami. But you see, if I start something more intricate and more meaningful, that go into your soul. So it's harder to penetrate. It takes a longer time. You understand what I'm saying? It takes a way longer time. Zeke's song last year was that type of song. You understand what I'm saying? It's more meaningful, it's more heartfelt. You understand what I'm saying? Carnival is Bacchanal. Wilding out one time. You understand what I'm saying? So
got what you're saying. When you do the recap, the nostalgia associated with it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more, Zeke's song was more docile and more. So when you're ready to think and relax and think about the nice time you had.
That was it. Yeah.
That was it.
You understand? You're thinking of a more soulful path. So that song will connect. You understand?
So then Happy Carnival might actually connect when people do their recap video.
Well, me why copy me why connect after me. I don't want to connect them time me. Connect no. Connect no. Me want no. Me want that. Me want that. That's why I last year I released Carnival Jumbie. And Carnival Jumbie, don't get it twisted, was also something that had to penetrate your soul as well, you know, because it didn't have no real bacchanal in it.
That was my choice. Out of the other song, that was my choice.
You understand? So that was released in April last year, bro. Like the week after Easter. You see how long because I realize and I understand. Yeah, that will take some time before it actually get to people's soul. You know what I mean? But I wish Carnival, I'm happy Carnival could connect. Because I really love that song.
I really love it too. Like when I really sat there and I listened to the whole thing, I was like, yo, I like the historical context.
You see what you say?
What?
Sat there and listened to it. Not too many people are going to do that.
That's true.
You listen. Some people are just hearing.
I always say that there's a big difference.
Yeah, the difference. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the song, What My Ex Do Is Not My Business. Everybody like that one too.
They do?
Yeah, they do. I've been hearing that.
I keep it real because I like.
Just putting out music. You're not even listening to see who's taking what.
No, I am paying attention, but I'm not seeing any evidence of that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hearing it a lot, especially when they play it on the radio and then people start, yo, that's a wicked tune.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? That was my attempt at penetrating the mind fast. But I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't seeing the effects of it now. So
it's still early.
It's still early.
What? It's still early, man.
Early?
People still dropping music up until today.
I know. Man, tell me he want to drop a project tomorrow. I just a raga.
And we like, yo, when are y'all stopping? Like everybody getting mad when we ask that question, but it's like, come on, man.
I go there. The power pack. I go.
Any more power pack coming out? That's it.
No. Right now, I like if somebody asks me to do something and I like it, I'll do it. But me, from my perspective, where I come up with it from scratch, me and nothing else, I good.
Okay. You hear that, guys? Y'all could make your mixes now. DJs, make your mixes. Make your mixes.
Problem Child is one artist out of how many that they still have to put something together for.
Yo, for real. Power Pack is a whole mix by itself, for real.
Yeah, well, you know. Nah, but I only... It's how much... I didn't write about 5 songs on now, out of the 29 on the whole thing.
Which 5 you didn't write?
5 is a wild number. It might be more that I didn't write. Okay, I didn't write anything Dash sang, which was 2 songs. I didn't write anything Terror sang, which is 2 songs. I didn't write anything that Kenny Montana sang, which is 1 song. Who else is on there that I didn't write for?
Keith?
No, I write everything Keith sang. 5. Wait. What did I say? 5?
Yeah.
Holy smokes! Yeah, I try to think really hard if it's anybody. Oh, Smurf. I didn't write for Smurf either.
Okay.
So that's 6. Who else is on there?
Matt Skull.
No, Matt Skull is not on there. He dropped after, but I wrote that too.
Okay.
But that's not on.
But he's in the Power Pack.
No,
the Sawfish is not in Power Pack.
That dropped after.
Oh, okay.
Because what he was telling me is that problem. The Power Pack was already out. When he was telling me problem, me really have no power this year, and boy, I really should have linked you for something. I was like, what? I was like, you want to try something? He was like, yeah, and just whip up that real fast. So yeah, I didn't have to do it, but
I was gonna say you didn't have to, but you
again,
did.
That's a song I like as well. But yeah, okay, so 6. If I didn't mention anybody, please forgive me. I'm not saying I write your song, I just don't remember. So yeah, everything else I wrote. Yeah, all the songs on the Freight Horn Rhythm. Everything with me and Hyper, everything for Currency, Al Plank, yeah. What else I got?
A question came in from BDJ Pete. As an artist, are you satisfied with the local administration of royalties?
The local administration of royalties, where local for me is here, you know. Like
I know.
So we talking about in Vinci?
Well, I think he's from Canada. I doubt it's Canada.
Well, when you say local,
so let's say so let's differentiate New York or St. Vincent.
Royalties wise?
Yeah.
Of course, America. Because, and I mean, I'm not even sure because, like, bro, everything I have is registered here as.
He said Vinci. Sorry.
Vinci, I don't have a clue about the royalty system down there and how they really pay. I'm keeping it real with you. Everything I set up here is through a company that I have. You know, I'm not hands-on. I have people who do stuff like that for me. So for me to go in and figure out, I don't want to lie and say, oh, I ain't making no money from Vinci. I don't know. They do all that for me. Whatever I'm supposed to get, I do get from there. Is it a better system down there than here? I don't know. I create music, you know. I've been blessed that at this stage of my career, I'm not hands-on with everything. Like certain things like bookings, like I don't do bookings. You know what I'm saying? I don't collect royalties. I don't email out songs and so on and so forth. So it wouldn't be fair for me to answer that question because I don't have the right answer. I don't have the answer for it. And I don't want to tell any lies on anybody.
So I forgot I had questions from Instagram. Do you mind I share them with you?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so one person
We're in
asked,
gym after this, you know?
oh my God.
Yeah.
So the question that came up, Vinci Bad Boy, genre versatility. Is it, what's your favorite genre? What's the genre you like to feature on outside of soca?
Outside of soca, I would love to be featured on Afro beats and hardcore dancehall, like hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Not any dance hall subgenres. You know what I'm saying? I was having a conversation with Governor actually, and he was like, bro, I was letting him hear some of the stuff that I have, and he was like, bro, like he wasn't expecting that, you know, from a soca artist. He was like, bro, this is you? I'm like, yeah, this is me, whatever. He was like, crazy. So my favorite genre, if it's outside of soca, I would say it's a tie between dancehall and Afrobeats. You know what I'm saying? I'm obviously a soca artist, so I'd be pretty hypocritical to not say soca is my utmost favorite because I'm doing it. You know, but excluding soca, I would, you know what I mean? I would say it's a tie between dancehall and Afrobeats. I love Afrobeats.
I think I kind of got that vibe with the Afrobeats part. So who was the artist that most inspired your singing career?
I don't know if I just singing. I wouldn't even call it sing. There's no one artist because it depends on the type of project I'm doing. I draw inspiration from many different people, man. If it's like something and you're talking about bars and lyrics, you had to make mention of people like Vibes Cartel. You had to make mention of people like Idonia. There's a bunch of dancehall artists who I find very wicked. You know what I'm saying? Who I draw inspiration from. If you talk about melodies now, you have to talk about the older school of music, like the disco era, the Michael Jackson era, even like the Bob Marley era. When it comes, what I mean, there's no one person. I draw inspiration from many different people, but it depends on the type of project. Because Problem Child is not an artist that songs this way all the time. You could get anything from me. So, in a certain regard, it'll be this person. In a certain regard, it'll be that person.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the next question is, how old are you?
Why?
The person just asked, how
Bro,
old are you?
let me tell you something. You see this question about privacy earlier?
Yes.
It thought so much people out here calling and saying, you won the lottery, give me your bank information and the password and things. Certain things are just not putting out there, I'm the person that when I get something in the mail, I just tear my address off of the envelope and shred it up fine. Because, bro, certain things is just for me. You understand what I'm saying? Problem Child is Problem Child, and Problem Child music is out there for who like it, and it goes there. I don't even post family members, bro, like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Privacy is privacy.
Bro, yeah, for real. Yo, I made the mistake of recording myself coming out the gym couple days ago and just saying, yeah, I had a great workout. And people, so this is the gym you go to? What time you go? I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, you a celeb. You gotta remember that.
Exactly. TMI, bro.
So one person asks, is there gonna be a
I
Fred
like everything,
Hahn?
bro. Not like one just song. Where can I find your music? No, nothing. What?
How old are you?
Crazy blood.
Well, they ask
killer.
also your teeth. They like your teeth. You.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Yeah. They asked, will you get a Fred Horn road mix? Will there be a Fred Horn road mix?
I wouldn't call it a road mix, but you know what I'm saying. Every year I kind of like put a twist on things sometimes. I don't know if I'm doing one this year, but I'm not a fan of road mixes, and I'll tell you why. Like sometimes, because of the creativity of the people doing the road mix, these people are very, very creative. They could take your voice and do all kind of thing with it. The issue I have with that is if that becomes more popular than the original song, how are you going and perform that? You understand what I'm saying?
Never thought about that.
Because if after a while, no, it doesn't always happen. Because some people be wanting to asking if your song dropped today, they want stems tomorrow. I want to make my version. Bro, people haven't even heard the song yet. You want to create a different version, it's my song, bro. This is how I want people to hear it for now. For now. So when you create a version that don't resonate with me, who create this song, right? And it gets so popular that's the version. Now you put me in a situation where I'm gonna have to try to perform that or mess around with that on stage because nobody knows the original version. That resonates in my heart because, you know what I mean? It's like you saying to yourself, all right, you buy a car, right? And you want a certain type of seats in there, right? And somebody like, let me borrow your car now. And they bring it back and they take out 3 of the seat to cater to their needs. And it no longer works for you. It's still your car, but now what you going to do with this when you need to carry your family? But they take out the seat them because you know what I'm saying, it work better for them with the seats out. So it's a situation. I'm not really a fan of road mixes, bro.
That's interesting.
How the hell am I gonna go on stage?
I can see that.
I'm telling you.
Speaking about original songs, though,
Yeah.
how do you, as an artist with a vast catalog as you have, remember all your lyrics?
I don't. Nah. You see, bro, it's like when it comes from you, it's a little bit easier because you don't really have to memorize it because it's like if me and you having a conversation, do you realize how fast your mind works that the next word follows? You don't have to stop and say, I am thirsty. You can just say, I'm thirsty. That's like that. So when it comes from you, it's a little bit easier, especially if you have been performing the song over and over. And then I'm sure Spielberg could attest to this. When you get back your mix, it just be so excited. If it sounds good and you like it, you just listen it for days at a time on repeat. You understand? Just to make sure ain't no mistakes, ain't nothing wrong with it. And by the time you're doing that, without realizing it, just be memorizing the song, so to speak. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man. I kind of know I'll do it like a bit.
I'm out of questions. I don't know if you have any
So I
more.
could go home now.
You can go home now. Do you feel happy? Are you satisfied?
I
Do you
like
feel
when
like it was a
women
good
ask me that.
Are you satisfied, baby?
You ever talk about doing voiceovers? Yeah, man, everything good, man. Everything good. I've been up since 3 a.m. That's what time I start.
Not 2 a.m., but 3 a.m.
3. Nah, that's what time I start my days.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm lying. I've been up since day before yesterday. I went to the studio last night. But it's after 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so today's what? Wednesday. Okay, so Monday night, I went to the studio for 11 o'clock p.m. I got out at 3 a.m. I went home and I went to the gym. I came home and I had a small nap. I woke up and I went to the mall and take care of some business because I'm going home. And then I went to get my hair done at 6 p.m. and I'm here now.
And then you leaving soon.
I'm going in the gym.
Wow.
I had to stay fit. I go sleep on the plane and I go sleep when I reach Vinci. Nothing ain't happening.
Until
soon.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. You going this weekend?
I'm going in a couple hours.
No. I'm saying this weekend, are you going to go to the semis? Or are you going to watch it from home?
The semis is this weekend?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a game time decision. I don't know yet. It
I would
depends
say
on
go just to prop
No,
up
it's
the
not about
youngins.
it's not about not wanting to go or nothing like that. It's just how tired I might be. My body might be like, yo, stay home and rest.
And rest.
It's
Yeah.
always good to go and support. That's always the best move. Look, I'm getting called. Hold on. I still on there coming just now, okay? All right, sorry. Yeah. I getting bad up there.
Lord.
The boss.
Sorry.
They can't believe the interview's going so long there as well.
You should have shared the link with the boss.
Think I didn't here playing around.
I mean, to be fair, there's video footage.
Me never prove nothing. Me not one of them who just got slippers in the head and thing. And go in the house, go sit down. I is not one of them kind of man, bro. I cool, man. It's just that, you know what I mean? I good.
Is there anybody you want to shout out before you head out?
Everybody, man. Everybody. Big up everybody in life trying to do something positive. Yeah, Vinci Mass is here. All you fly down. Find a way. Yeah, man. Support
But
that.
they ain't have no place to stay.
They go pitch a tent on the tarmac.
They gonna be all right, man. They gonna be all right. Find yourself down there. You know, one love to everybody, good luck to everybody, and everything they're doing. That is it. Simple so.
Social media handles.
Real Problem Child on Instagram. You already? I don't go up on Facebook. I afraid Facebook bad.
Are you... Drills, no.
I mean, it's people maybe just think I don't respond to them on Facebook or whatever the case may be, but it's just attached to my Instagram. I don't log in at all and go read nothing over there. I'm afraid of Facebook. It's very, very potent for promotion and thing too, you know, but I afraid Facebook, bro. It's like,
How do you feel about TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok bad. TikTok is like when they say TikTok is Instagram on steroids.
Oh my God.
TikTok.
What about X?
I just use it, yeah, but yeah, TikTok is slowly taking over. You know, as I would tell you, like FYM started blowing up on TikTok first before it actually blew up anywhere else. I know that for a fact. So I'm starting to try to use it a little bit more because I've seen and I'm learning how to use it, you know what I mean, in a more positive regard to like get your songs to another audience faster. I'm learning some things about it. So yeah, I love it over there.
I like the visualizers you do for social media though.
The reels?
Yeah, the reels. Those are really good. Like you'd swear it's a video, like a music video.
I buy a small camera, a little cheap thing, you know what I mean? And learn to edit here and there. And try to, you know, up the quality of the content on the page and thing and make it look sensible. Because you never know who's watching. You never know who will come to your page and so on and so forth, and you think how to look a certain way. You know? Not necessarily like you had the wall of money or nothing, but you just had to look like you know what you're doing now.
Correct.
Yeah, and then people just latch on to those type of things, you know, because if somebody on a certain level and they come in and they checking you out and they don't see like you're at least worthy of their attention, they wouldn't give it to you.
Facts.
Yeah, it's sad because you could be very talented and that's what them looking at. But that's the game.
There was a question that somebody had to ask, and I forgot. Do you want to ask the question, person? Yeah. I think we're done tonight.
All right, me going home before me get slippers in my head.
Thank you so much, Problem. It was a
man,
pleasure.
that's not a scene,
It was
man.
a pleasure,
That's not a scene.
man.
Like when I just hold a small walkout now and then go fly upon the people, then plane and go about my business.
You taking cab or JetBlue?
I don't jet who?
Okay.
No disrespect to them still in the but I don't have no luck with the airline. They,
Are you serious?
Nah, they may have no. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have
The space.
the part up so.
Okay.
Right.
I got you.
Unless it's Saturday when they had him in.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt a baby just stand up on me head and all kind of thing.
Oh my God.
I tired of baby standing up on my head, bro.
Yo, I'm
so
done.
and then they leave me in Jamaica for 2 days. And only give me like $25, a coupon for $25.
Wow, I'll be tired.
Me and TJ. But TJ from there, so he go home and come back. I was stuck in the airport. They ain't getting no hotel.
He could have take you with him.
No, we cool, but we ain't that.
That cool.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, he don't know me on them levels, so.
Yo, what's your favorite food to eat in Vincy? Like favorite restaurant, I should say.
I don't wanna diss the restaurant because why people go down here and eat all the food in Vincy.
But what's a Problem Child staple like?
Calico.
Okay. Ooh, I know where.
You know where?
I know where.
Yeah. Motherfucker, as I land.
You go in.
They
That's
just
the first place I
I just
go.
put in my order first, so it just pick it up when I reach.
Oh
I
my
drive
God,
past.
giving me ideas.
Yeah, that's already the day before and tell them. Yeah. Yeah, man, right this up.
Ooh, I'm on.
Snapper.
That's what I want.
Yeah, when there's lobster season, lobster.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
That's myself. Nice.
Thank you.
Everybody, good night. All they get home safely.
You too.
Let me go do our exercise, finish pack, and catch all you.
Don't disappear. I want to take a picture with you before you
See
go.
all
Please.
the down the road for Vincy Mars. I'm winding on every girl.
He said it, not me. Main camera. Guys, I just want to
Why
say.
would you be whining on every girl?
I never said that. I said main.
He said it, not me. No, ladies just do that. That's what they just do.
Yeah, we have some good friends in our group chat that
I'd
I
like
would
to
whine
see
on.
it.
Yeah. Shout out to Josie.
Okay.
Once again, thank you guys for tuning in, for staying on for so long, because this is overtime, way overtime. I just want to say my name is Shandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy. I enjoyed our conversation with Problem Child. I enjoyed our conversation with Spielberg. We are all looking forward to Vincy Mass and can't wait to meet you all down there. Fortunately, Live Man didn't make it, but it is what it is. We had the pleasure of having you and you. So that's
They say
good
it's
for me.
only one James, so as I come.
Good night, everybody. Bye.